I think I'll tie you up so you can't run away. Oh, hey! Hello, and welcome back to part 2 of Dekiai Candy, a yandere dark romance dating sim. This time we cover Chihaya and Inorin's routes, and all of their endings. This one actually ended up being incredibly dark and quite shocking to me, so please do check the trigger warnings I leave in the bottom corner. Anyways, let's get started. I won't let you run away. Okay, great start. You're mine. Wonderful start. Since that's the case, you only have to look at me. How do we end up like this? When I arrived home, I stopped at the entrance. Okay, but he is very pretty. He's very pretty, and he has one of my favorite hairstyles. Before me, I can see his frowning face looking obviously very irritated. Of course, his irritation was obviously directed towards me and not to anyone else. Okay, asshole. Where have you been? Up your ass and around the corner. Chihaya? Which sucks, because Chihaya is one of my favorite names. I went to a nearby convenience store. Don't go outside if you don't have any business. The plastic bag holding the pastry for both of us, him and I, made a small noise. I just went to buy our breakfast for tomorrow. He probably doesn't even notice the plastic bag dangling pointlessly in my hand. You're wrong, Chihaya. I would never betray you. I know this. I want to open my mouth and tell him. I want him to understand that I'm not going out for no reason, and I am allowed to go out for no reason as well, but my body became so stiff from the tension that I couldn't speak. The current Chihaya-kun is scary. His cold voice and expression are unbearably scary, and I'm sure it's impossible for me to convince him. That's right, no matter what I say, I'll just be yelled at and told to stop lying. When did it start? My feelings towards him changed to fear. I wonder why. The more scared I feel, the harder it is for me to leave him. Okay, I will say Chihaya is very pretty and I like the alt look, but I am not a fan of him as a person at all. A sharp pain ran down my neck. You idiot. His teeth sank into my skin. Whoa! A throbbing, seeping pain penetrated from the surface to the depths of my body. Over and over again. He's teasing me repeatedly as if tormenting me. It's probably his way of marking me. Okay, we'll find another way. This relentless pain. It's not that I dislike it. It's just, I was sad that he did not trust me. It was as if I had to be imprinted by him, carving his markings deep into my bones. Chihaya. I met him through an introduction from a friend at my part-time job. When I first met him, he was a little unsociable. The second time we met, I felt like we'd become a little more comfortable with each other. After a few dates, we decided to go out together. Even after we started dating, he was still as unsociable as ever. But whenever I felt let down, he would come and meet me and hug me. Whenever we went out on a date, he would always carry my bags and invite me to eat my favorite food. Oh, the bare minimum. He was my sweet, loving boyfriend. After we'd been dating for a while, we started talking about living together. He said, let's live together. You didn't have to share the rent. Now that I think about it, that may have been the beginning of our end. There was a side to him that you could only see when you lived with him. I guess all people have those things. He was not an exception. There were many things I learned only after living with him. Apparently, he always has a hard time waking up from sleeping. And he always puts Japanese sauce on his hamburger steaks. He spends most of his time playing video games when he's home. And then, unlike the usual, he's also the kind of person who easily becomes jealous. I think our relationship started to go wrong about 2 months after we started living together. He suddenly became very controlling, and he started to always suspect me of cheating. Yeah, so this is where we, communicate with each other? You came home late. All you do is look at your phone. Your clothing style's changed. He gets abnormally angry over seemingly trivial things and questions me about the reason. At the end of the day, he would almost always end it with a, did you find another boyfriend? Every time I heard that question, I don't understand why it led him to doubt me like that. The only one I liked was Chihaya, but no matter how many times I told him, it seemed like he just didn't understand at all. Oh, this is heavy. His control only gets stronger. I know we're only in like the first chapter, but I hope everyone's doing okay. His expression only got colder and colder. Sometimes, he would give me those awful, hurtful looks. It's painful and I wanted to do something about it. What should I do? I don't even know what I should do. Today I had no choice but to follow him. Yeah, that's good. I can hear Chihaya talking on the phone. I see. Yeah, that's fine. Well, see ya. Different when talking with me, he had a calmer voice when he spoke earlier. A voice that always had the same tone without any emotional ups and downs. Honestly, I felt jealous. He used to be like this towards me too. Girl, we need to get you someone new. He never got angry. Come to think of it, all this time, I wonder who he's talking with on the phone. I will say nothing. Even though I was curious, I didn't ask him. I felt like if I asked him something, he would probably be upset with me. Yinny. Whenever he finished a phone call with someone I didn't know, Chihaya would later call me. And then he would drag me to the bed. Oh, Yinny. Almost like having a feverish irritation, he'd look at me with those eyes. I love you. Okay, well then maybe you should treat me better and be nicer to me? His whisper quietly echoed, reverberating through our small apartment room. With this, I think I can cover most of the things we wanted to buy. Today I unexpectedly went shopping with Chihaya. That being said, it wasn't a fancy shopping date or anything like that. It's just a normal shopping trip. But even so, I still found myself happy. Chihaya-kun, are you already okay with what you wanted to buy? Okay, he actually looks very cute with his hair tied back. Yeah, no problem with it. I see. Well, I'm gonna head over to the cashier. Here's your total, 3,158 yen. After paying, we headed home. With the ingredients I bought today, I'll make Chihaya-kun's favorite burger steak. Will you make it for me then? I'll look forward to it. I'd like to also make something that you like as well. Chihaya? Is it really that surprising? Well, yeah, it surprised me, but I'm happy. You're gritting for that? You're a weird girl. Whether or not he actually did it, of course. I didn't have any expectations. But still, I'm just really happy that he thought of me. Oh my god, girl! As I was walking happily under the sunset sky, something small suddenly caught the corner of my eye. The keychain attached to the bag of the man walking in front of me seemed to have fallen off. Should I tell him? Oh, here. You dropped this. I picked up the keychain, decided to call out to the man before me. The man turned around with a look of surprise on his face. Here you go. Thank you. It's important to me, so I'm truly grateful. That's good then. When I handed the keychain to the man, he was initially surprised but responded favorably. Apart from the store clerks and such, it's been a while since someone said thank you to me. I could not help but smile because of that. Did Chihaya not say thank you to us for making him dinner and stuff? It's a really cute cat keychain. Speaking of cute cat, here's a cute cat. Yes, I got it as a souvenir. The man smiled while staring at the cat keychain with a loving gaze. The cat's slightly silly expression seems a little too cute for that man to wear. Even so, I could tell that he treasures it. I bet it was a gift from someone important. I kinda smiled. Well then, thank you very much. I'm glad I stepped up and gave him back the keychain. My heart was filled with a strange sense of satisfaction, but it only lasted for a moment. Oh, great! This act of mine. Chihaya didn't seem to like it. Since that moment, we didn't speak anymore for the rest of the way home. Though Chihaya-kun's expression didn't change, it was clear he was irritated by the whole thing. Why are you being so friendly towards other men besides me? Dude? He dropped his keychain. That's not true. You did. Whoa! Not okay. How many times do I have to say it before you're satisfied? You only just have to look at me. He roughly grabbed me by the shoulders and pushed me to the floor. Okay. This is a lot. Why don't you understand? I am going to kick your ass. I'm sorry. I swear, I won't talk to other guys in front of Chihaya anymore. Only when I'm around. So it's fine when I'm not around. Oh, this is... I kinda don't feel good. I will grab plushie. I have procured plush. No, that's not what I meant. Oh no, this is a lot. If you guys are watching this and you don't want to see this scene, I have put the timestamp in the bottom corner. Please skip forward. Like, it's a dark story, and I want to make sure everybody is safe. Don't speak. Tears filled my eyes. I'm sorry. I can't do anything right. I couldn't even say the right words. It's not your fault. Please, don't be so angry. My wishes were in vain as he became even angrier and grabbed me by the collar. Who you belong to? I'll show you again and again. Don't you dare! Is he gonna do what I think he's gonna do? An act that has been repeated countless times. An act that should have been fulfilling. The more he repeated it, the more something is taken away from me. Jeez! Something that was in my heart, something that should have been free, is being taken away and slowly disappearing. Until one day, when everything becomes empty inside me. Oh, the poor baby! I feel so bad for her. I woke up alone in bed. It seemed like Chihaya had gone out somewhere. The side of my hip bone still hurts from hitting the floor yesterday. My part-time job. I have to go. As if shaking off the heavy weight in my head, I slowly got up. A vibrating sound can be heard from the table. The source of the sound was Chihaya's cell phone, which had been placed there. Maybe he forgot his phone. It rang repeatedly. I ignored the unpleasant sound and left his house as if running away. I'm staying at a friend's house today and tomorrow. Okay. I was staring at his phone screen. Chihaya said so in a cold, empty voice. Since that day, there's been an awkward atmosphere between us. He never yelled at me nor questioned me again. Chihaya might still be thinking about it as well. I feel lonely, and yet, I feel relieved. After watching his shadow disappear behind the door, I sat alone in the corner of the room, dazed. What should I do? I was thinking about my relationship with Chihaya-kun. What relationship? There's barely anything. They're like dregs. Chihaya-kun and myself. I want us to break up. Yeah, I want us to break up as well. Screw that guy. Being with Chihaya has become painful. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way. Chihaya also probably felt the same way. There were times when I thought that it might be better for Chihaya to not be together with me, because Chihaya wasn't originally like this, even if I'm not sure about it. I think I might be the one who made Chihaya turn out like this. No! Even my friend from the part-time job who introduced me to him never told me that he had a side like this to me. Because they hide it until you're like trapped with them. Tears flowed from my eyes. I love Chihaya, but I felt like if we stayed together any longer we both end up ruined. I cried on his bed where his presence faintly lingered. I can't do this anymore. When Chihaya comes back, I have to tell him that we can't be together anymore. No, girl, I think you should just leave. If I left without saying anything, Chihaya would be furious. Moreover, I was worried about what would happen to Chihaya if I suddenly disappeared. I was worried that he might do something that would be socially irreparable. I hated myself for thinking something like that. I can't trust Chihaya-kun either. My head is a mess and I don't know what to start with. But anyway, I know for sure that I have to say goodbye to Chihaya-kun. That was the only thing I was determined to do. Good, I'm proud of you. 2 days later, when Chihaya-kun came back, he looked a little tired and seemed to be keeping a little distance from me. I had to say it. I told my nervous self that it would be okay. Chihaya-kun. I made up my mind and called him. What is it? He replied without even looking at me. I felt so lonely that my heart felt like it was about to burst from it. I was thinking, we shouldn't be together any longer. Finally, he looked at me. Alright, leave the key somewhere around here. His unfeeling voice resonated in my empty chest. Yeah, I'll make sure to bring my luggage. Even the words I was saying felt like they were strangling me. However, I'm sure everything will be fine. Before I opened the door and took a step forward, I quietly turned around. I wanted to at least burn into my memory the image of this person who I'll probably never see again. Our eyes met. It turned out he was looking at me too. He had the usual gaze that made it hard for me to understand what he was thinking. Thank you for everything. You owe me like 50 lifetimes. Apologize. Hearing the voice that escaped from his slightly open mouth, my vision gradually blurred. I should be the one saying that. No! I suppressed the urge to run back and hug him right away and close the door, leaving only a little of my feelings for him that pierced my heart like a thorn. Ending 2. Caramerize? Oh good god, I do not want to be with this guy. I'm going to leave him for the other dude. Alright, we are back here for another ending. This time we are going to ask him. Because I want to get out of this relationship with Chihaya and go into the Inorin route. Ask him. Hey, Chihaya, who was that on the call? I tried to ask, while trying not to get him upset with my questions. An acquaintance. I see. He didn't answer my question. Yinny. Whenever I finished a phone call with someone I didn't know, he would always later call me, and then he would drag me to the bed. Almost like having a feverish irritation, he'd look at me with those eyes. I saw my reflection in his eyes and wavered at his next words. Chihaya. I wonder what he's thinking about. Living with Chihaya-kun. Are we fine staying like this? How long are you gonna space out? Other men. Are you thinking about them? No! Here we go again. I'm not thinking about anyone else. Really? Before I knew it, intense emotions lit up his eyes and the grip on my wrist grew stronger. This is bad, I suddenly realized. It's true. Believe me, I only have my eyes for Chihaya-kun. That's a lie. His movements became rougher as if following the tone of his voice. I know. You're trying to run away from me. It hurt so much that it felt like my wrist might break. But I won't let you get away. You're mine. Gross. So this is Chihaya-kun. He's not a bad person. Yes, he is. And there are times when he's just as calm as before. Today, I bought a whole case of neru. Well then, let's get started. I'm gonna open them all at once. This is crazy. Chihaya-kun, do you like neru? No, not really. Yinny used to eat a lot, didn't you? But as expected, this amount's still a lot to handle. Yeah, that's true. Next video, Cat Paradise. I visited the popular cat house. Oh, it's a cat. That's cute. The cat is cute though, and so is this cat. Hello, cute cat. Let me touch your toe. A gentle smile. I like how the corners of his eyes would turn down a little when he smiles. By the way, I bought some ice cream. Did you want some? You like this one, right? Why are you being nice to me? Chihaya-kun always remembers my favorite things. Every time he does that, my heart always filled with sweet feelings. Thank you. I opened the package that he handed to me and put the ice cream in my mouth. The sweetness spread throughout my mouth along with the crunchy texture. It's really good. It's delicious. Do you want some too, Chihaya? Then can I have a bite? I scooped some ice cream with my spoon and playfully offered it to his mouth. Chihaya-kun looked a bit confused, and then decided to accept it as it was and meekly opened his mouth. He's kinda cute. What are you thinking? Nothing. Is it good? Well, it's definitely delicious. Without any more words, we both exchanged smiles. We made eye contact with each other. It's been a long time. I'm glad. I really don't like this man. He makes me uncomfortable and scared. I want to go with the other dude. I love the relaxed and peaceful moments I spent with him. That's why it was so hard. I wonder why such a gentle guy could become so angry. Because he was never gentle in the first place and he's got problems and he needs to fix them? You're going to drink beer, aren't you? He slowly took out a can of beer from the refrigerator. Do you want to drink too? No, I'm alright. Okay. I don't like alcohol. I just really don't like it. It makes me feel like my happy moments are coming to an end. I am holding the Blade plushie's hand. He's not a good drinker. When he gets drunk, he usually becomes like this. Yinny, you know who you belong to, you're aware of that, right? You know that, and yet you're trying to leave me behind. He pushed me down to the bed and roughly took my lips. Trying to leave you behind, that's not true. No matter how many times I say it, it still doesn't get through to him. However, for something I didn't even think about, it's kind of painful to assume that I'm thinking about it. Is it because I'm not communicating well? Or is it because I'm behaving poorly? No. What should I do next? I don't know anymore. I belong to you, Chihaya-kun. I'm not gonna leave you behind. While being held in his arms, I repeat each of those important words to him. But no matter how many times I told him, he never believed me. Chihaya's eyes when drunk, they're scary, especially when he's glaring. But more than that, he looked hurt and lonely. Okay, well, so? This makes me sad too. I feel so bad for the main character. His large bony hands caress my head. Chihaya-kun. I don't know how many times I have to repeat it. But hopefully, it comes across to him one day. I really, really love you, Chihaya. I wonder if these words are from my heart. Or if I was just trying to comfort him. Even to myself, I could not tell the difference. A vibrating sound could be heard from Chihaya's table. The source of the sound was Chihaya's cell phone, which had been placed on the table. Maybe he forgot his phone. It rang repeatedly. Suddenly, I was tempted by the devil. I gently picked it up and turned it over. The moment I saw the screen, my mind went blank. It felt as if something was falling apart. Because of the string of letters on the screen, the message sounded overly familiar, and it couldn't make me believe that it was just coming from a friend. Oh my god! It was a message notification from a woman I didn't know. Why did you get mad at me and tell me to only just look at you? What is he doing? I don't have any clue. Is it because he only wanted to keep me around? Because he's with another woman? And he's been keeping in touch with her. Oh, I hate this man. I mean, I hated him already, but jeez. I don't want to go home. I'm on my way home after finishing my part-time job, but I don't want to go home. Ever since living with Chihaya, this is the first time I've clearly felt this way. I might get in trouble because of this, but I don't know what this is anymore, and I don't want to care. Passing the station where I was supposed to transfer trains, I decided to head to Harajuku. This is the place where I had my first date with Chihaya-kun. It's a lively place with lots of cute things, and it's a fun town. It was chaotic and distracting. I walked down Takashita Street. The sky was overcast, and raindrops began to pour down my cheeks. I don't have an umbrella. I'm sure that there would be plenty of them for sale if I looked around, but I already didn't have the energy for it. I arrived at a random spot under the eaves of a building in the back alley. The store shutters appeared to be tightly closed and are sprayed with graffiti. On a weekend evening, it was raining, and in the middle of nowhere, I crouched down by myself. Tears started to flow without me knowing why. I didn't even know what I was sad about. Suddenly, a slender shadow falls into my wet field of vision. I saw stylish white sneakers that don't look good on a rainy day. Hello. What's wrong? I mean, why are you crying? Oh, he's so cute. Why do I feel like he's bad news as well? Oh, so your name is Yuni-chan. Me? I'm Inori. Call me Inorin. He's so cute. The man who introduced himself as Inori-kun gave me a cheerful smile. If you're alone in a place like that, you'll be sold a suspicious t-shirt. Well, but if you get sold, I'll buy you out. Inori-kun led me to a juice parlor. The rich, creamy fruit juice melted into my dry throat. What were you doing there? Did your boyfriend pick on you? Yes. Me too. I'm also fighting with my girlfriend. His beautiful platinum hair gleamed under the restaurant lights. It's been a long time since I've had a meal with another man besides Chihaya-kun. I know this is just my opinion, but you know, it seems like you're really devoted to him. I like loyal girls. Hello? Are you flirting with me? Yuni, will you be faithful to me? Dude, I mean, anything's better than Chihaya. You have a girlfriend, right? Then we'll break up. Inori-kun quietly took out his phone and started tapping on the screen. We broke up. Yuni-chan, you can now go out with me. I was planning on breaking up anyway. Well... Hey, just think about it as much as you can. I'll be pretty nice to you, okay? This is too sudden, no matter how I look at it. Continue the conversation. I'll think about it. Yay, this is my contact. I scanned the QR code that he easily showed me, and then Inori-kun's account immediately appeared on the screen. Hello, I'm Yuni, nice to meet you. I sent him a text. I got your message, thank you. Oh, looks like the rain stopped. What do we do now? Do you want to leave? Then why don't we go for a walk? I'm glad I went out today. Do you usually not go out? Well, I only go out when I have to do something outside. Oh hey, look up. It's full moon. That's true. Maybe I want to see Inori's full moon. When I looked up at the sky as Inori told me to, I saw a bright full moon peeking out from between the clouds. You can't easily see the stars, but you can see the moon regardless of where we are. That's amazing. By the way, Yuni-chan always uses really polite words. Let's make that better right now. It's weird that I'm the only one who's like this. Okay. Let's practice saying things like, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Good job. He gave me a friendly, harmless smile. And then before I knew it, I was also smiling back at him. He finally laughed. Oh, wait, we're almost at the station. The cool night breeze gently brushed against my cheeks. Hey, Yini-chan. My house is nearby. Would you like to stop by? Oh, that is a bad idea. I worked so hard today too. Inori-kun dived into his bed. I ended up here just going with the flow. I stood there, lost in a beautiful room with a dazzling white floor. What are you doing standing there like that? No. Is Yini-chan coming to the bed right now? The way he pointed his head towards me made him look like a small animal or something. You didn't have to think too much about it. Get some rest. I think my bad feeling about this guy is getting stronger. Being beckoned by Inori-kun, I sat on the edge of his bed. Slowly, Inori-kun took my hand. In the space of a breath, I was in his arms. He hugged me as if I was something precious, and tears started to well up in my eyes. Inori-kun gave a light kiss to my forehead and gently stroked my head. Well done, but I don't want to make you cry, Yini. Inori-kun's beautiful long fingers caressed the hair from my head and down to my neck. His fingertips slipped easily into my clothes and gently touched my skin. Okay, I feel like somebody is just taking advantage of someone who's vulnerable and sad. Starting around the area with gathering heat like teasing me. Yini-chan. Without stopping the gentle movement of his hands, he gently sealed my lips. Just for today, can I have you to myself? Morning. I propped myself up. Inori-kun is still sleeping soundly. And so is Put-Put, who is also sleeping soundly. What should I do? While staring at him, Inori-kun slightly opened his eyes. Oh, you're already awake. Good morning. Good morning. Inori-kun looked a little sleepy, but was smiling cutely. But all I could do was give him a half-hearted smile in return. I have to go home now. Oh, are you going home? I wish you could stay right here. Yeah, thank you. I'll be back quickly. Looking at my phone, I saw an incoming call from Chihaya-kun. He would definitely be angry. I am very scared. You're not answering your phone. Where did you go? And what did you do that you overlooked my calls? As soon as I returned home, Chihaya-kun's cold voice pierced my heart. That's because I had some trouble at my part-time job. It was a painful excuse. I felt so guilty I couldn't look at Chihaya-kun's face. Hey, he grabbed me by the collar, exposing my neck. The artificial dull light of the room lamps exposed the red marks that appeared on my skin. What's this? I don't know. There's no way you don't know. It was easy to imagine that Chihaya had a scary face, so I looked down to avoid it. Let me go. After a few seconds, the strong pressure on my wrist was gone. I was released much sooner than expected. I'm going out. As usual. He went somewhere without telling me where he was going. I'm sure I won't be back until tomorrow. I was sitting idly in the corner of an empty room when I suddenly heard the sound of a phone notification. With an empty feeling, I picked up the phone thrown on the floor. A message notification from Inori-kun was displayed on the screen. How are you? Inori-kun. Let's play again when you're free. I'm usually okay with it any time. Of course, even today. How should I respond? Accept his invitation. I was at my limit. Something had supported my feelings until now was completely broken. I left a note saying thank you for everything and decided to leave this room filled with memories. Yeah, get out of there. Welcome. At the entrance, I was immediately hugged as soon as we met. What's the matter, Inori-kun? I'm just happy to see you again. Ini, aren't you happy? I'm happy. But I just met you this morning. Yuni-chan, you kind of have a dry side, don't you? I guess so. I don't think that's the case. Am I the only one that felt lonely? Seeing Inori-kun with a sulky look on his face, I couldn't help but chuckle. You just laughed. I'm not laughing. That's a lie. This Yuni-chan. I'll fiercely punish you. It tickles. As I played with Inori-kun like a child, I felt as if the heavy chains that had entangled deep in my heart were being loosened. That's right, Yuni. What? Have you broken up with your boyfriend? Yeah. It may be said that it was one-sided, but in my mind we had broken up. Well then, Yuni-chan. Will you be my girlfriend this time? His serious tone made my heart skip a beat. I nodded. And then in an instant, I was hugged by Inori-kun. Yay! I love you, Yuni-chan. Oh, this guy is so manipulative. I'm scared. He's charismatic and manipulative. And within the same momentum, he gently pushed me onto the bed. Whoa! Inori-kun's fingers traced my leg, stopping exactly at my ankle. What's this? There was a faint mark left there made by Chihaya-kun. It must have been from a particularly strong bite last week or so. I can't believe there's still some left. Does he normally bite you like this? Yuni-chan, your ex-boyfriend seems like a pretty fierce guy. So you're into this kind of thing. I wish you told me sooner. What? Oh, never mind. From now on, just leave it to me, okay? Delete the contact details too? Sure. I think I'll tie you up so you can't run away. What? This is perfect. Let's go with this one. Oh, hey! But also, he does actually look very pretty here. Inori-kun pulled out the charging cable of the phone next to the bed and straddled on top of me. This is your punishment. Are you scared? It's okay. He tightly wrapped the cable around my wrist. A thin, firm, and supple line dug into the surface of my skin. Your skin's so smooth, so it suits you well. Yeah, you're so cute. For the first time, I felt like I saw Inori-kun's eyes twist with genuine happiness. I really don't like this. I really want to dig in more. Oh god, oh dear. But that would be too cruel. Yes, let's stay like this until it marks out, okay? If it's just as much, it'll go away in a few days, right? I don't like girls who aren't loyal. Oh my god, poor MC. So this should be the last time you cheat. Just leave it to me, okay? Inori-kun's face came closer. It was such a sweet kiss that my head felt so fuzzy. You're so cute. If you have such a cute face, you make me want to bully you even more. After saying that, he lightly kissed my neck. It tickled and my voice leaked. So cute. Your neck is so slender. Looks like it could be easily strangled. What? Oh my god. Honestly, if this was consensual and in a healthy, loving relationship, sure, by all means. But right now, I don't have a good idea about this. Inori-kun's eyes narrowed as he happily smiled. Hey, do you like me? Yes, I'm happy. I like you too. Well then, let's make lots of love today, okay? Oh, this man does not care about me. Ini, does it feel good when I rub it here? What? Yeah! Inori-kun. Oh dear lord. No? No, it's not that. The voice that escaped from me, drawn by the rising feelings, was so sweet I couldn't believe it was my own voice. Ini-chan, do you like this? Well then, I'll be sure to give you lots of it, okay? Next morning. What's this? I suddenly noticed a box on the table with some kind of dazzling accessories lined up inside. As I was casually staring at it, Inori-kun came up and sat next to me. Which one do you like, Ini-chan? I pointed to a silver ring that caught my eye. I feel like I'm being love-bombed. This one? Then I'll give you this. This ring is... it's probably too big. So how about we make it a necklace? Inori-kun unlocked a necklace next to him and attached the ring to it. I'll put it on for you. It suits you. You look cute. Is that so? Yeah, it's good to have the feeling that it was given to you by another man. Oh my god, I hate this guy. Smiling with a look of complete satisfaction. Inori-kun turned his body towards the corner of the bed, as if he had just remembered something. That's right, just take this and sit here. Saying this, he handed me a stuffed rabbit the size of a pillow. And then, Inori pointed his phone at me who was staring blankly. So cute. I'm gonna use this as my wallpaper. Wait a minute. Is that a no? Well, I mean, it's no good, but... Oh, are you worried that other people will find out? It's okay, I'll just say you're my relative. That's not it. I feel a little awkward about him using the fluffy image as his wallpaper, but Inori-kun seems strangely keen on it. Oh, it's already this time? I'll go to my part-time job in a little while. Is that so? I'll support you even if you don't have a part-time job. That's not gonna happen though. You're quite the serious person, aren't you? Well then, I'll be thinking about you, Ini-chan, while I wait, so please come back soon. I managed to do my best today too. I left my part-time job and grabbed my phone. I was shocked at the number of notifications that were displayed. 40 call logs. And they're all from Inori-kun. I wonder if something happened. Hello? Ah, finally. You didn't come out for a long time, so it made me worried, you know? Is there something wrong? Nothing at all. I just want to hear your voice, Ini-chan. Hey, do you really like me? Yeah? Can you say that you love me? Now? Don't you want to? I don't like this man. That's not it. I love you, Inori-kun. When asked whether I liked him or not, a question mark popped into my head. Yeah, you knew him for like 2 days. However, it was an atmosphere that I had to say that I liked him anyway. More. I love you. I love you too. What am I doing? Welcome back. I felt so lonely I almost died. When arriving at Inori-kun's house, he was waiting for me at the entrance. It takes quite a long time to get from Shinjuku to my house. Well, I was in quite a hurry to get here. I see. Oh, that's right. Lend me your phone. Let's play games together. The one I'm playing, I'll download it for you. You don't want to. Hey, do you like your ex-boyfriend more? Are you contacting your ex-boyfriend behind my back? I didn't do that. But it seemed that you like him better. If you couldn't care about me more than anyone else, then I don't need you at all. Bye. What the hell? He spoke with a cold voice and drove me out of his house. I was never able to contact him again. God, I hate this guy. Ending 6. So far, we've gotten endings 2 and 6. Alright, so for the first one, apparently we're just gonna have to be happy with shitty Chihaya. I was happy. I mean, I wasn't, but for the sake of 100%ing it, say nothing? Oh, this is so difficult, but we have to choose I want to be with him. Chihaya-kun can be scary. But more than that, I love him. I don't want to leave him. 2 days later, when Chihaya-kun returned, he looked a little tired and seemed to be keeping distance from me. I feel lonely. I wonder how long he's gonna be like this. I want him to talk to me again. I want him to smile at me. And I want him to hug me. Chihaya-kun. I made up my mind and called him. What is it? I want to say welcome back, sorry about the other day, but I'm at a loss for where to start. That's not what I wanted to tell you the most. I couldn't stand the silence between us and our gaze that never seemed to meet. I timidly approached him and gently put my hands around his back. I kissed his lips, and kissed with a fleeting touch. That was the best I could do. He looked at me with a slightly surprised look. Let's make up. You'll regret it. It's okay, because I'm Chihaya's girlfriend. Oh goodness. Good gravy. Okay, I'm gonna move myself so we can see. Well, here he is. You're so cheeky, Yinny. After he spoke with a husky voice, his tongue pried my mouth open. Lovely. Chihaya. His long hair tickled my neck. When he bit me so hard, I felt my mind exhilarating with joy. I'm going crazy from this endless joy. I'm not the right guy for you. Yeah, I know. The more I like you, the less I might be kind to you. Oh, lovely. At least you're telling me. Are you okay with that? Sure. Oh, good lord. I hate this. His eyes were downcast, flickering as if he would be terrified of my answer. I couldn't help but love him because of that. Stolen away, the part that was taken away and slowly disappearing from me. I've received it again, so it's fine as long as it's given back to me. Right? Chihaya-kun? As the night deepened, all our emotions melted away. I'm undoubtedly in love with him this time. I really, really love him. Ending 1. I can die. That is the worst ending. Alright, so this time, we said in the beginning, instead of saying that we were sad, we said we were happy. And then we accepted Inori's invitation to stay at his twice. Stay. I'd like to stay. Okay. We had a pleasant dinner again, so we'll probably be going to do the same thing again later. I don't even have the courage to see Chihaya anymore. Speaking of which, have you broken up with your boyfriend yet? No, we haven't talked about that yet. I'm sorry to hear that. It's just that your boyfriend, Yinny, he's always making you cry. You look like you're about to cry when you came here today, didn't you? You're so stubborn. Hey, Yinny, would you like to go out with me? If I go out with Inori-kun, will I be able to forget about Chihaya? Well then, good night. That evening, despite closely sleeping next to each other, Inori-kun hadn't tried to touch me at all. Instead, he just kept hugging me. Good morning. Good morning. This is the second time I've said good morning to you. That's right. Inori-kun has really beautiful eyes when he innocently smiles. Perhaps this is the moment that I've always wanted, but that thought only lasts for a moment. Oh, it's him. Suddenly I picked up my phone and saw a familiar name. The moment I saw it, I felt like my heart was tightening. I heard a rustling sound from beneath my feet. Felt as if my body was possessed right away. The feeling I had been floating in the air until now instantly became me being pulled into our room, like a tightening, strangling collar. I felt like my throat was being stuffed up and I was having trouble breathing. I'm sorry, Inori-kun. I think I really have to go back. While he had a puzzled expression on his face, I quickly walked outside. Hello, where are you? I'm sorry, I'll be back soon. Who did you go to? Also, trigger warning, if you want to skip this scene, I have put the timestamp in the corner of the video. When I returned, I was grabbed by the shoulders with a strong force and was pushed down to the floor. I'm sorry. Like a reflex, I almost lost count of how many times I said the words I'm sorry until now. Chihaya-kun's beast-like eyes captured me. A sharp pain ran through my exposed shoulder. The piercing pain brought tears to my eyes. They're not tears that came from pain, suffering, or sadness. It was rooted in the emotion of happiness. I feel so bad for her. I'm so happy. So happy that I don't even know what to do. I couldn't help but feel happy that Chihaya-kun wanted me. I'm sorry. Become angrier. Tie me tighter. More. You can have other women. No? As long as I'm the only one that can make Chihaya-kun the angriest. Then that's enough. I don't mind. Therefore, Chihaya-kun, don't leave me alone. More. More. Stronger. Tie me up tightly. With you. Oh my god. Can MC have a single happy ending? Because Kay was not like this. Kay genuinely loved you and never laid a hand on you. Alright, this time, we say that we're happy in the beginning and then we choose to break up. Being with Chihaya-kun has become painful. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. He probably also feels the same. There were times where I thought it might be better for Chihaya to not be together with me, because he wasn't originally like this. Alright, and then we wait for him to come home. Chihaya-kun, I was thinking, we shouldn't be together any longer. Thank you for everything. Huh? Oh dear lord. This is a lot darker than I thought it was gonna be, and it's making me feel a little anxious. His expression turned into anger. From there was no stopping him. The other day, I told you clearly that I wouldn't let you go, right? How much do you have to make me angry before you're satisfied? Why did you even date me anyway? If only it made me worry, then I would... His anger became even more incoherent than usual, and I realized there was no way I could understand what he was saying. But even though I thought I shouldn't be scared, every time I heard his yelling, my body flinched and I realized that fear was taking over my mind. I won't let you run away from me. I was slowly cornered against the wall until he eventually filled my field of vision. With his glaring eyes, I don't feel great. If you say something like that again, I won't let you get away with it like this next time. He threatened me in a rough voice while slamming my body against the wall. Is this his way of loving me? Scary. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I profusely apologized. I must not run away. I could not run away. The fact alone weighed heavily on my heart. White screen, ending 4. I'm gonna finish the 100% endings because that's what I do. but this is probably one of the most difficult visual novels I've had to play, only because years ago I was pretty much in the same situation, and it is very, very scary to me. Alright, so this time, to get the other ending, we aren't even going to entertain Inori-kun, and we're just gonna go home. Oh, well, sorry, I have to go home soon. Unable to bear the frivolous vibes of the place, I left as soon as I could. When I got home, Chihaya was already there. I thought he'd scold me with your late coming home, but he didn't. He was just unsocial as usual, and was looking at his phone with his sullen expression. I'm back. Welcome back. Finally, he looked at me. I was vaguely aware that in the depths of those eyes, where I couldn't understand what he was thinking, I was expecting him to be obsessed with me. I got out of the bath and casually glanced somehow before me. I could only see half my body reflected in the bathroom mirror. The bite marks left by Chihaya-kun remained on my neck, shoulders, and arms. After staring at them, I gently pressed them. The dull pain gave me a strange sense of satisfaction. The appearance of the bruise that was almost healed did not look pretty at all. The bleeding had spread under the skin, staining it with an eerie mix of yellow and blue. Immediately after being bitten, in contrast to the intense pain, there was only a faint mark that was barely noticeable. But every time I find a bruise like this, I hope it stays for as long as possible. Chihaya-kun. What is it? I rested my cheek against his back, the softness of his sweatshirt and the hardness of his muscles. And beyond that, his gentle warmth. The warmth of Chihaya-kun's body sometimes made me want to cry. I didn't really know why. Chihaya-kun's body is big. What's wrong, Innie? Chihaya-kun turned his body towards me and stroked my hand. Nothing. His big hand touched my cheek. I don't think there's nothing at all. I don't know either. I see. It was past 3 a.m. Chihaya-kun, my consciousness was becoming faint. Do you like me? If I didn't like you, we would have broken up a long time ago. Well, are you having fun being with me? To a certain extent. That's a horrible answer. Chihaya-kun's beautifully curled lashes are like the musical stars of a lullaby. They can drag my consciousness down to the depths. Chihaya-kun, stay with me forever. My voice leaked as if pleading, wondering where we'd be heading. But there would surely be tomorrow and the day after tomorrow as well. My vision turned into sadness and I soon let go of my consciousness. Ending 5. Addicted to your taste. Alright, we have 2 more endings to get and I believe it's for his best ending, which I'm very skeptical about. Because yeah, we still haven't gotten his best ending yet. Alright, so for the final best ending, we need to decline Inori-kun's second invitation. Let's decline. Smoke dissipates into the sky. There's a familiar cigarette smell. I was at my favorite pachinko parlor. The noisy sounds filling the store distracted me from the loneliness smoldering in the back of my mind, which is fine. But the machine in front of me had been continually sucking in the balls and repeating the lame performance for a while now. I'll be honest, I accidentally read this that the machine in front of me had been sucking my balls, and I'm like, the machine is doing what now? Damn, all the little cash I've been earning the past few days is gone. Maybe my instincts have dulled since I haven't been here in a while. I rummaged in my pocket and picked up my smartphone. Several notifications are lined up on the lock screen. If you see this, please reply. Oh, it's her. Now that I think about it, when I went to get my phone from home just now, I think I saw her name on the lock screen. She's a girl I met at a pachinko parlor in Shibuya. Even turning notifications on and off because of her had become too much of an hassle, so I've left it like that since the last time we met. As I scrolled the screen, it seemed like I had received a message from another person. How are you? Natsu. I want to hear your voice. Her again. I got fed up with this and returned my phone to my pocket. Wow! It's not just 1, it's 2! This happened a few months ago. When Yini was away on a trip for a few days, I did something while I was drunk. With Natsu. I was bored and she had a nice face and figure, so we did it. That was all for me. However, Natsu seemed to grow attached, and she started contacting me persistently. Oh, come on, what is it this time? Hello? Chihaya-kun? Her happy bouncy voice sounded annoying to my ears. Can we meet? Even just for a little while? This is so annoying. It's a hassle to even reply to her, so I just usually let it go. But today, this felt especially annoying. You know, why do you want to see me so much? Annoying. That's because I like you, Chihaya-kun. That's the reason. I sighed. I see. In the end, I refused by making various excuses. Clingy women are tough, or rather they're annoying. How can you be so desperate for someone you only do it with occasionally? Occasionally? I don't really understand what's so good about me that she wanted to cling to me. Yeah, me too. Well, I guess it doesn't matter to her who the guy she is with. But Yini, why won't you break up with me? The question had come up and disappeared so many times. I was being sealed away somewhere far again. I don't want to think about these troublesome things. I wonder how long I waited after that. I couldn't remember very well. That night, she didn't come home. A flashy display showed across the screen. In stark contrast to yesterday's lame play, today's balls came out very well. Even so, my feeling of unease never went away. Yini's state after she came home last night was very strange. She must have really met with another man. Even though I'd been threatening her so much up until now, when it actually happened, I couldn't find the words to say to her. If I were to ask Tomoyuki for advice, I'm sure he'd laugh at me for this. Okay, well, Tomoyuki sounds like a dick. Alone in a room without Chihaya-kun, I was thinking, why is it so hard to be with him? Because he's a terrible person! I blankly stared at the wallpaper pattern. This is the room I chose with Chihaya-kun. When I first moved in, I felt so excited, but now all I can remember are painful memories. Chihaya-kun's angry voice, his glaring eyes. I couldn't count the number of times I cried in secret. I loved him, and that hasn't changed even now, but is being with Chihaya-kun really a good thing? I'm finding it hard now to believe in it at all. The morning cool breeze brushed against my cheeks. A familiar path. The only thing different is that I probably won't be walking this path for a while. Simply that. But somehow I felt liberated. It's already autumn. What should I do now? After pouring the hot cocoa into the paper cup, I returned to my seat. A sweet aroma wafted in the air. As I carried the cup closer to my mouth, I tasted the faint flavor of cheap cocoa. Its warmth and sweetness calmed my mind. I'm staying here tonight, but what should I do now? I left home but didn't have anywhere to go, so I took refuge in a private room of an internet cafe. The only person I can rely on is Inori-kun, but I feel bad about that. Since I have a computer, I might as well check out property info, and maybe a capsule hotel. Now that I think of it, I am an idol. Look, this is my account. Don't I look super charming in these photos? Uni-chan, please follow me too. I wonder if it'll come up if I search for the group name that he told me. Oh, it did come up. Hey, I just had some really tasty juice. There's a live tomorrow. I'm the number one for you, right? My eye suddenly caught the latest post. Inori-kun's Twitter tweeted, "Your number one is me, right? My number one is... Chihaya-kun." The image of Chihaya-kun crossed my mind and I quickly brushed it away. Stop this already. It'll be better not to be with him anymore. I know, Chihaya-kun is that kind of person. Even if we stay together, I'm sure I'll just feel sad again. But I couldn't help but think that this is okay. The peaceful moments I spent with Chihaya-kun, I couldn't get his gently smiling face out of my head. They're very important and irreplaceable moments to me. It's hard to let them go. They filled my empty, purposeless days. Chihaya-kun. As if a sealed plug had been pulled out, my feelings overflowed and I couldn't stop them. While I was preoccupied with my thoughts, a notification appeared on my phone screen. Inori-kun. Yay. Uni-chan, do you go to live shows or anything like that? What's he asking? I guess I should reply to him. I tilted my head at the sudden topic and sent a reply. I've never been to one. What? Never? Then come and see my live show. I'll clear my schedule after the merchandise sale, so we should meet up somewhere and go for dinner. A live show? I guess it'll be a nice change of pace. After thinking for a bit, I sent a reply saying okay to Inori-kun. Yay, see you next week. Soon after, I received details about the date and venue. It seems the live show will be held next week at a venue in Shibuya. There's been so much going on lately that I'm kinda tired. For now, I'll go to bed. The ringing continued. No matter how many times I called, Yini never answered her phone. Good! Damn it. In a fit of rage, I threw my phone away. When I picked it up after throwing it onto the floor, the screen was already shattered and it wouldn't turn on. The cracked, pitch-black display reflected my face on it. My ugly appearance pissed me off more, so I threw my phone in the trash. I mean, you're not ugly, you're actually very good looking, but you have a rotten heart. I walked aimlessly through the downtown area. What are you looking at? Well, don't get cocky. The man shoved me and provoked me with a vulgar, satisfied laugh. Yeah? Do you dare do it? Huh? Annoyance crossed my mind. Before I could even think about it, my hand was already about to land a punch on his face. Blood seeped from my clenched fist. Great! The weight of the recoil, numbing pain, it's still reverberating in my arm. When I came to my senses, the man was already lying on the ground unconscious. Honestly, this feels like I'm the one who's getting more cocky. Looking down, the scenery at my feet, strangely, didn't really make me feel concerned. Only the chilly night breeze I felt gave me any sense of realism. I don't want to have any trouble. I left the man and quickly walked away. This familiar breeze and scenery. For no reason, I suddenly remember the time I got a tattoo. It was a chilly night then as well. The girl I was dating at the time was a prostitute. I got money from her and we often went to play pachinko together. Other girls also gave me money for no reason. So I wasn't in any particular trouble and just spent my days lazily. Eat, do it, play pachinko. When I won, I drank. When I lost, I drank. I repeated that every day. Nothing was important to me. I didn't want anything other than the pleasure in front of me. I wonder when it started. I became so attached to something. Even when I started dating Yini, I wasn't that interested in her at first. She was introduced to me by a friend and I was told that she was a nice girl. Plus, I liked her looks and figure too, so I just dated her because I wanted to. But compared to the other girls I dated, I only ever had the impression that she was a relatively sensible girl. But then this girl... That's right, one day on her way home from her class reunion. It must have been about 2 months since we started living together. Yini became very excited and laughing heartily because she was going to have her high school reunion. And then she came home drunk and praising the guy she liked at the time. Ugh, just thinking about it makes me angry. I was drunk! I didn't cheat on you. I hate guys who act like nice guys, and girls who like them. So this is the reason why I was angry, to the point that I yelled at her. After that, Yini looked down while saying I'm sorry and bowed her head. She never mentioned his name again. However, that guy must still be in her heart. It's not just him. There must be other guys out there. You know, you won't know if you just talk to me. And yet she continues to be silently smiling for me. That pisses me off even more. Maybe it's because I actually genuinely liked you and you were a dick. I wanted to be mine alone. I found myself thinking things that were out of character for me. A cold wind brushed against my cheeks, blowing through the street. In the dim alleyway lit by a dead streetlight, my blurred shadow under me stretched out in two. As I walked, it also swayed, distorted, shrank, and expanded, wrapping around me. It's really no use trying to shake it off. The more I want Innie, the more my heart is filled with an intense irritation. Why is that? I'm not sure about it. You should get therapy. But no matter how much I tie her down, it's still not enough. I still get pissed off. I still get annoyed. It's still hard for me to forgive her. Forgive me for what? And my head feels like it's gonna boil from my emotions. Innie, a week has passed since I left home, and the day of Inori-kun's live show has arrived. The venue was filled with girls holding colorful pen lights. At daily idol concerts in Japan, multiple groups appear in sequence and sing and dance for about 20 minutes each. Oh, Inori-kun's group is next. Guys in gorgeous costumes appeared on stage. Among them, a guy with platinum hair stood out. It's Inori-kun. The person standing in there was undoubtedly Inori-kun. Please listen to our meditation heroine. Tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and the day after that, forever and ever. Wow, these lyrics are arse. You're the only one in my eyes. Meditation ex meditation. Boo! Lock up your heart and look at me. Boo, it's Inori. Boo, you suck. Get off the stage. Also, you're a bad person. When Inori-kun started singing, white pen lights were raised all over the floor. Looking at that scene, I felt a strange sensation. It's like I'm from a faraway world. I felt like the girls in Inori-kun were living somewhere far, far away from me. I stared at the stage dazedly. Before I knew it, Inori-kun and the others' performances were coming to an end. Woohoo! Next time, I'll be waiting for you as the host of our live concert. Watching from here made me feel like there were so many different places in the world. While staring at the stage, feeling as if it was surreal, I suddenly noticed my cell phone was vibrating in my bag. The caller's name was listed as Tomoyuki. It's Chihaya-kun's friend. I wonder what's wrong. Hello? Oh, Ini-chan. Sorry for the sudden call. It's alright. What's wrong? That's the thing. I haven't been able to get in touch with Chihaya lately. Is he okay? Has he been arrested? I hope so. I had a premonition. Sorry, I have an urgent matter to attend to, so I'll be heading home today. I sent a message to Inori-kun and almost ran out of the venue. Why am I in such a hurry? I don't know, because Stockholm Syndrome, and you also need therapy, and to be told that you're worth more than this. Why am I so anxious? Why am I so worried and concerned about Chihaya-kun? I can't help it, girl, I wish you could. Chihaya-kun. Innie, there's a familiar figure in the dimly lit bedroom. I breathed a sigh of relief when I saw Chihaya-kun. Thank goodness. My whole body relaxed from the relief and I sat down. Chihaya-kun glared at me suspiciously. What are you here for? I got a message from Tomoyuki-kun. Tomoyuki? A bunch of nonsense from him. But he's worried about you. Wow, you're protecting him. My god! So what? Did you go out with another guy again? Are you stupid? The next moment I was pinned down by Chihaya-kun, with his hands around my neck. Not okay. Not okay at all. If it was consensual hands around neck, sure, by all means, but this was not. You do not do that to your partner. Also, this is so difficult because as good looking and my type Chihaya is in terms of aesthetics, I can't get behind his awful personality. What is this? Why'd you come back? He was also giving me such a murderous look too. It made it difficult for me to breathe. But even so, I have to tell him, I'm sorry. You have nothing to be sorry for. I really love Chihaya-kun. When I see you, I get so angry I want to kill you. Great! Wonderful! You and me. That's fine. Oh my god. I don't mind being killed by Chihaya-kun. Oh dear lord. I don't want Chihaya-kun to die though. I'm happy that the only person Chihaya-kun wants to kill is me. Oh my god, we need to get her away and get her some therapy. So please, let me be by your side. My emotions overflowed as if a dam had been broken. I didn't even know what I was saying, but they're all my true feelings without a doubt. You idiot. Yeah, tears welled up. I'm an idiot. I feel so bad for MC. Because when it comes to abusive relationships, it's really hard for you to realize it's actually a problem and get out of it. There's like that whole saying that's like, the closer you are, the blurrier your vision. It makes me so sad for her. That's why I'll always belong to you, Chihaya-kun. It's a promise similar to a curse. It melts, it eats away, and it invades my brain. Well, I'll give you every last bite. Because to me, my number one is... Huh? Was this really necessary? The one we talked about the other day. I thought I'd try making dinner tonight. What? Chihaya-kun, you cook for me. Really? You don't have to look so worried. Sorry. No, you don't have to apologize. Step in the right direction, I guess? After a strange silence, I burst out laughing. What's up? It just feels so weird. Thank you. I'm happy you're doing this for me. Don't expect too much from the finished product. Yep. Chihaya-kun. What? This is really good. Chihaya-kun, you might actually have a talent for cooking. Weird girl. Seeing Chihaya-kun looking a little happy made me happy too. I'm sure I'm smiling for no reason. Tomorrow and forever. I hope I can spend many more days laughing with Chihaya-kun. I don't. Even if this is a stupid, carefree wish. For some reason, I feel like this is going to come true. As the light pours in, I now think of our future. Woohoo, we did it! Yay! Oh, good lord. Well, we did it. We got Chihaya's best ending. I only got 7A as well, so I'm gonna click I don't know. A little while ago, I would have always thought that Chihaya-kun was the best. But now I don't know. After that, I cut off all my contact with Chihaya-kun. Even Tomoyuki, Chihaya-kun's friend, had contacted me several times. But I never replied to him. Good. I still had a bitter feeling in the back of my throat, as you should. But now I know. I would be okay, I told myself. My best candy, 7-8. Okay, this right here, this is the best ending. This one. Alright, I'm also gonna do Inori and Chihaya's extra stories as well. Because they've got extra stories that are unlocked after you do all the endings. Okay, we'll do Chihaya's. A story of Chihaya-kun, which we can do nothing about it. Oh great, that sounds lovely. A mountain of jumbled letters, colors and patterns. Around midnight at a certain supermarket. The store was sparsely populated and a little quieter than usual. I had to buy a shampoo too. Me and Yuni were shopping for household goods after going to the cinema, which was really unlike our style. Did anything else happen? I don't think so. I see. Suddenly, the colorfully packaged bath salts caught my eye. There was also a childish bath bowl with a toy inside. I thought Yuni would like it. That is true, I do like stuff like that. For a moment, I had the silly idea that it might be fun to use them when we're taking a bath together. Chihaya-kun, what's wrong? Yuni looked at me puzzledly. It's nothing. Our travel on the way home was not lively at all. It was just a quiet road with just a few people. I walked alongside Yuni, maybe because I drank some alcohol earlier. But the streetlights look strangely beautiful to me. It's a little cold, isn't it? Really? Yeah. I grabbed Yuni's hand and pulled it towards me, then put our hands in my pocket. It's warm. I thought Yuni's innocently happy face looked really cute. What is it? I forgot to buy batteries. Oh, that reminds me. There's a convenience store just a little way down the road. Why don't we just buy it at the convenience store? I found it. That's good. Yeah, thank you. Yuni happily picked up the battery and headed to the register, then made a gesture as if she was trying to take back the hand that was still in my pocket. Unintentionally, I gathered strength as if to hold her back. Yuni's hand was getting warmer and it felt so good, I didn't want to let her go. What? I had to get my wallet out. I'll pay, so it's okay. Wow, bare minimum. Ignoring Yuni, who seemed a little confused, we headed to the cash register. I took out my cell phone with my other hand and paid. We returned home. Chihaya-kun, can I go on a trip with my friend next time? A trip with whom? Mia-chan from my part-time job. Why do I have to ask permission? Yeah, sure. It was after I'd taken a bath. I was probably in a good mood that day. I would not have allowed Yuni's request to go under normal circumstances, but I accepted without any resistance. Oh wow, lovely. In bed, I caressed Yuni's hair. The smell of fresh shampoo, wanting to feel Yuni's body heat more, I pulled her closer. The night was getting late. The pathetic thought of wanting to stay like this forever crossed my mind while I was drowsily awake. After a while, Yuni went on the trip. I sent her off with a somewhat hazy feeling watching her excited face. But it couldn't be helped since I was the one who gave permission and not anyone else. But I still had to go to work too, so I left our room. Even so, it's still a shitty job. What they make me do at work is almost like a scam. The salary's good, so I'm grateful for that. But many people join and many people just quit. I'm surprised you actually have a job. I thought you just mooched off my money. Let's go for a drink. Where? At the usual. Kenji's place. Yuni, she's not coming home today anyway. I accepted his invitation without hesitation. How things going lately? Nothing's really changed. My little brother got arrested. I guess drugs are easy to track down. He messed up. But if you do it well, you won't get caught. I just want to get it on with a girl. Same. I'll call in a girl. You should call a cute one. Yeah, Chihaya likes cute ones too. That's true. Chihaya, you better not do what I think you're about to do. As we drank alcohol, our conversation gradually shifted to arranging for a girl to come over. After a while, I don't know who it was, but it seemed like they really did call someone. I've arrived. Feel free to drink. You're touching me way too much. One of them leaned on my shoulder. I'm a little drunk, okay? A dress that showed off her shoulders and loosely curled hair. Hey, I want to take a nice rest somewhere other than here. A sweet voice that sounded like she was trying to invite me. Chihaya, you better not. Oh my good god. I was gonna say, Chihaya, I hope you better do the right thing. And here he is. This! Shut up. Her groans are annoying. I grabbed her shoulders and turned her around. Oh my god! Shut up. Be quiet for a moment. I closed my eyes. I pictured Yinny's face. You know what? If you were picturing my face, maybe you shouldn't have cheated at all. When I looked at her again the next morning, she had a surprisingly cute face. Since I got this far, does it matter if I do it once or twice? Yes, it does. I pinned her down and we did it again. Can I contact you again? Yeah. What? She suddenly asked for my contact information, and so I gave her my line ID. Awful until the end. A few days later, when I came home from work, Yinny had already returned. It looked like she had just gotten out of the shower and was waiting for me. Here's a souvenir. Yinny happily takes out my souvenir. I didn't care about it. I hugged her. Chihaya-kun, after all, Yinny is better. If I was so good, why did you cheat on me? I buried my face in Yinny's shoulder. Yinny's scent lingered in my head and didn't seem like it would go away for a while. See, okay, at least Kay was sweet to us and loved us and genuinely just wanted to be with us. The only downside was that man might have killed a few people, but at least he cared about us. That was terrible. I hate you, Chihaya. You were awful until the very end. I'm gonna do Inori's story where we go on a date with him. A certain weekday at 4 PM in front of Shinjuku Station. Good morning. Good morning. Did I keep you waiting? I know where this is. I've been here. This is the Biku camera that I usually walk past. And over here, if you go this way, it's like Marui and like I believe Isetan is around this way. No, not at all. I was meeting up with Inori-kun. That kind of outfit suits you. So cute. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so excited. Well, let's go. Our destination is... Let's go to a cafe first. We came to a cute cafe recommended by Inori-kun. Come this way. Wow, the interior is so cute. I love how cute the store is. It really is a cute store, right? Perfect for a cute girl like you, Yuni-chan. Sorry to keep you waiting. Cheshire Cat's whimsical parfait and Alice's specialty tea set will be shortly available. The parfait is... Please be careful, the Cheshire Cat will keep disappearing and reappearing. Oh, that's the problem. What should I do, Yuni-chan? Oh, I guess we have to make sure it doesn't disappear? Yes! Please enjoy it quickly before the Cheshire Cat disappears. I have no idea what they're talking about. Yeah. He answered the clerk's fairy tale explanation enthusiastically as expected. Okay, open your mouth. Wow, right here? Also, why does it say F normality in the background? Is it delicious? I'm glad. I'll eat it too. By the way, Yuni-chan, do you like this manga? I really like it. Inori-kun showed me an image of a certain popular manga. Yeah, I like it too. Really? There's an exhibition going on nearby. Do you know about it? Come to think of it, I guess I've heard of it before. Why don't we go see it now? That would be really nice. Yay, there are a few people at the exhibition hall because it was a weekday. I'm glad I can take my time looking around. Hey, isn't this picture super cute? Yeah, it is. Oh, this picture's good too. See, the day with Inori-kun would be nice if he wasn't specifically attracted to mentally broken girls just to have a few dates with them and then dump them immediately. Thanks for today, it was fun. Let's definitely hang out again. This time, let's go to the movie theater. I haven't decided anything yet. What should we watch? Action. Nice. The movie looks amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Do you eat popcorn, Yuni-chan? I do. Yeah, let's buy some then. I really love choosing popcorn. Isn't it fun that they sometimes have limited edition flavors? I tried the Sakura matcha pudding flavor the other day. It tasted really strange. I have had some really unique flavors of popcorn in Japan though. I've had corn soup, which is actually really good. I've had curry. I've had roasted chicken wings. I've also had sweet potato, which is also very good. And like yakisoba. It's not in this chain of cinemas, but if they have it, let's try it together next time. It was fun. Yeah, it was amazing. I'm glad you get to see it properly. Thanks for hanging out today. Alright, well, let's do this again and we'll go to his house. I came to Inori's house. Speaking of which, being on the bed's still the best, I think. Okay, perf. I can give you lots of hugs, Yuni. Do you only want hugs? Inori-kun buried his face in my neck with a smile. It tickles. You're so cute, so I'll just keep tickling you. Later, a little while after being released from Inori-kun's hugs. What on earth is this? I noticed the presence of Instax photos scattered on the table. Inori-kun, what are these photos? Oh, these are... Ta-da! Here's some of the photos. Right, it's pretty obvious at a glance. I'm gonna sell it online soon. Look, there's graffiti on it, isn't it amazing? Are they photo cards? Like Pokka? Well, some of the photos seem to have messages or little drawings on them. It's just that I'm gradually running out of ideas. Yuni-chan, please give me some ideas. Any ideas at all? I guess something cute would be nice. Maybe I should write something like an umbrella for two. It's done. Yes, and I'll give it to you, Yuni-chan. When you're supposed to sell it? There's lots of them, so it's okay. Here's a present. Don't forget about me even when we're apart now, okay? Well, that was surprisingly tame. Well, that was all the endings of Dekiai Heart Candy for Chihaya and Inori. I feel so bad for MC. Like, so bad in this route, because if you look here, Chihaya is awful. He is good looking, but is girlfriend controlling because he doesn't have self-confidence. Not an excuse. If we click more, it's his phone, where it's like him, the two girls he's cheating on us with, and Tomoyuki. Chihaya values MC, so he responds quickly. Wow! Chihaya-kun doesn't care about her, so he hasn't responded yet. Chihaya doesn't care about her, so he hasn't responded, but maybe he's gonna reply tomorrow. Wonderful! Chihaya values his male friend, so he responds quickly. Irredeemable up until the very end, which is such a shame because Chihaya is so hot to me and he's like my favorite aesthetic, but my god, I cannot get behind such awful, abhorrent behavior. He's an underground male idol in context. Okay, so Inori is not great either, because he is specifically going after girls who have mental health problems. So he like plays around with them and dumps them. So he sucks as well. The only one who's nice is Kay. Like, yes, he murdered a couple of people, but he was kind. There's even a letter to Yinny. Thanks for meeting me. Let me continue loving you for the rest of my life. I don't need anything else as long as you're by my side. Meeting you was the happiest thing in my life. I love Yinny more than anything in this world and more than anyone else. From Kay. See? Lovely. But all of this aside though, I definitely prefer Kay's route, only because this route has some very unexpected triggering material that I was not expecting to see, and it honestly made me quite anxious, but I really did want to finish all the endings for everybody. I like Chihaya's appearance a lot, but Chihaya himself is irredeemable. I think he definitely needs therapy, but it does not justify all the actions that he has done to us throughout the entire route, and Inori honestly is not much better. So I feel so bad for MC because she very clearly has a lack of like self-worth, which happens when you're in such awful relationships for such an awful amount of time. I do appreciate you guys coming with me on this adventure though, and also listening through this route. Honestly, even quite heavy for us as a community in which we typically play a lot of yandere games. But I do really appreciate you guys a lot because I kind of feel like we can experience dark romance like this and look at it through an analytical lens and discuss it safely as a community, which is something I really admire and respect from you guys, so I do really appreciate it. But yeah, this is a lot. I hope everybody is okay. Thank you so much for being here with me. If you guys did watch this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. And also if you want to hang out outside these videos, I stream on Twitch 3 times a week. Feel free to come over and hang out with me in the community. Hey, but that's all for now. Thank you so much for coming with me on this adventure, even though it was a very tough one, I feel like this time. I will see you guys on the next adventure, and as always, take care.